Hello and welcome to April 21st, where we're reading Judges 10 through 12. Now, these chapters cover the aftermath of Abimelech. Abimelech has died in chapter 9, thank goodness. He's out, he's gone. And so after that, you'd think Israel would hopefully settle down and seek righteousness a little bit more, but they don't. And so they end up running into trouble. They end up needing some more judges to save them. And what we overview today is actually a whole lot of judges, many of whom we don't have much information about. Jephthah is going to be the main one, but if you know Jephthah's story, you know he's not particularly righteous either, at least not the best role model that we've seen thus far. And so we're going to see his troubles as we run through today's reading. If you're interested in a more specific breakdown of what is in each individual chapter, Judges 10 talks about the judges named Tola and Jair. They have about 4 verses split between the two of them, 5 verses, and that's about it. They apparently helped Israel. We don't really know how, and then they died, and Israel went right back to being evil. And so the rest of chapter 10, Israel is evil. They get punished, and then they cry out to God, and God basically says, "Why would I care about helping you? You've never done anything good for me. Why would I care about providing anything for you?" Ultimately, Israel keeps on crying out and finally gets rid of their idolatry. And then after they get rid of their idolatry, after they actually start acting repentantly instead of just saying they are, God says, okay, fine. And he helps them by appointing a man named Jephthah. Now, Jephthah in chapter 11 is introduced to us. He is a mighty warrior, but he's the son of a prostitute, and a lot of people don't like him. And so they kind of kick him out until they need him to be this good mercenary ruler to come in and kick out the enemies for them. And so Jephthah basically does, and he makes this foolish vow in the midst of all of it, that if God lets him win a battle, he will sacrifice whatever or whoever comes out of his house first. Of course, when he returns back home after a successful battle, his daughter comes out, and so Jephthah ends up sacrificing her, killing her, and giving her to God. I don't think God was all that happy with that. Jephthah shouldn't have made a stupid promise. And so he gets angry about that, obviously, in chapter 12. He's very touchy about that. And when the Ephraimites come up to ridicule Jephthah and try to attack him for not including them in his battle plans, he ends up killing like 42,000 of them instead of making peace. That is his peace. He kills the enemies of Israel, and then he kills a bunch of Israel as well. There are also a couple other judges recorded in the end of chapter 12, but they're pretty inconsequential, and honestly, we're just waiting for Samson tomorrow, and that's when I'll see you. If you need more information, you can go over to the written page. There's quite a bit that's written about those chapters over there, and if not, I'll see you tomorrow, April 22nd, where we're reading Judges 13 through 15.